Okay, whacking. Whoa!
Penske Gamer here, and because RoStock Racing will be getting the revamp very soon, I just wanted to share with you some of my best schemes. So today, I'll be giving you guys all of my Team Penske schemes in RoStock Racing. So let's begin. And of course, we're gonna have to start in the number 2 section with Trader Cindric. Ironically enough, I got this from trading. Kind of the reason why it's called Trader Cindric. So this is based off an auto trader scheme that Austin Cindric ran once. It's pretty nice. I think my favorite part of the car is probably the stripes going across the number 2. Then we have Brad Horsky, which is this Brad Keselowski Miller Lite car, but you know, because it's beer, it says lait on the side, and if you didn't know, lait is French for milk. So not much going on with this scheme. It's pretty nice though, especially the red number 2. So over here we have Austin Cindric 2024. This doesn't need much explanation. You can get this in the regular season shop by pressing the car button at the bottom, and it's just Austin Cindric's regular scheme from this year. Then we have Prime Keselowski, which is literally what it sounds like. Brad Keselowski in his prime. We have the Miller Lite number 2 car. This is when he was really cooking over at Penske. Here we have Austin Sip Drink, which is a Coors Light. Not a Coors Light. I'm sorry. I don't know. Keystone Light. Yes, this is a Keystone Light Austin Cindric scheme from I'm not sure when. And as you can see, it says Bite Blocks Light. This is obviously a reference to Bite Blocks, the road racing YouTuber. Here we have Kansas Keselowski, which I've never seen this scheme before, but it looks really nice. We got the wreath on the side, and it's covered in confetti. And meaning basically, I think that this is a Brad Keselowski car where he won at Kansas with this scheme, probably. Then we have Brad Keselowski. You'll probably remember this scheme from his pit road accident with Tony Stewart. So not much going on here either. We got the playoff banner, and it's just a blue. Yeah. Okay, so here we have Brad and Stripe. This is a car that they got from the Patriotic, from the 4th of July event a few years ago. This one really makes sense because if you know, Brad Keselowski really likes waving an American flag after every race win. So this makes a lot of sense going with it. This is Brad Keselowski testing, and it's not much going on. This is just Brad Keselowski in a test car. Like, this is what they usually use during practice sessions. And as you can see, it's a Dodge, because Team Penske did used to be a Dodge team. Then we have Austin Sincere, which is the pink version of his Freightliner car. Oh, as you can see, there's a breast cancer logo right there. So yeah, this was obviously made to support breast cancer. We have Kyle Fisher, which technically isn't a Team Penske scheme, but it does have the Team Penske font, so I'm counting it. Y'all know this one as the Ricky Rudd car that went flipping at Tower Deck at one time. But yeah, not much going on here either. But it is a pretty classic, nice classic skin to have. Moving on to Ryan Blaney schemes. This one I have is the Ryan Blaney 2022 car. You also know this advanced car as the one Ryan Blaney, as the one he ran when he won at Daytona not too long ago. Then we have Luke Peterson, which isn't Blaney technically, it's this Jesus car I have. It's pretty popular among the community, so I really tried my hardest to find it. We have Insider Blaney here. It's just a Freightliner scheme. Pretty gray and nonchalant. Not much. James Ash is a body armor scheme. I do own a lot of Ryan Blaney body armor schemes, so this isn't the last one here I'm gonna see. As you can see, the car is kind of split in half with pink on one side and green on the other. And the stripes and stuff and the bottles on the side is amazing. So Ryan Victory is another body armor scheme. It's green with a red central stripe. And not much. I think one thing that could be improved is having a stripe go down the back of the car too, if they're allowed to do that. I'm not sure. Adventure Ryan is just another advanced auto parts scheme. This one is probably one of my favorite Ryan Blaney cars that I own in the game. because it's just so nice and it looks like an alternative to the actual advanced auto parts cars. Ryan Oldman. So a lot of you might be saying that this isn't Team Penske, but it is. Ryan Blaney did run schemes like this in 2008 while driving for Team Penske when it was called Penske Racing at the time. So this one used to be one of my favorite schemes in the game. It's blue, white, with the Attel logo. Not much at all. So this is Ryan Mangley, and a lot of things you'll notice about Ryan Blaney schemes is that usually the only thing that changes is the logo on the hood. So for here we have the Wrangler jeans logo, which is now mangled for censorship reasons. Then we have the normal Ryan Blaney 2024 car. I rarely use this even though it is quite nice. We have the Peak antifreeze logo on the front and blue stripe. Ryan Lewis, we have Lewis Development. So if you didn't know, Lewis is actually based off of Lewis Grayson. I'm sorry, I'm messing up my lines here, guys. So as well, which is a parody of Menards, if you couldn't tell yet. So Ryan Weth, this one was supposed to run at Texas not too long ago, but it got scrapped. I don't know why, but this one is actually nice. The colors coming in from both sides kind of reminds you of that Brad Keselowski Kansas scheme that I showed you not too long ago. George Ruiz is another body armor skin, and this is probably one of my least favorite body armor ones because the number on the side is kind of small, and yeah, you can barely see the black writing, and I'm just not sure what they try to do. The stripe, the execution was good, but they just didn't really cook with this. So over here we have John Lasagna, which is a Garfield scheme. I'm not sure if Ryan Blaney ever ran an actual Garfield scheme on the hood, but we'll never know. So then we have the Butte Blaney, which is pretty plain. I'm not sure if this was actually the scheme that Ryan Blaney ran on his Team Penske Butte, but I'll have to search that up later. Finally, the last part of this will be Joey Logano. So technically this isn't Joey Logano, this is Austin Cindric. This is an Xfinity car he drove when he was still in Xfinity, and most people consider it to be one of the ugliest schemes ever made. I honestly kind of disagree, but I think there is room for disagreement. I mean, this could have been a lot worse. So Joey Logano, this one is just Joey Logano full out, and this is the AAA insurance scheme, which he won at Texas this year. Joey Logano 2024, and this is just his base car in 2024. There's not much about it. You got the 22 crew on the back, and you got the red stripes going over the wheels. Pretty cool. Now this one is Joseph Logano, and this has got to be my favorite Joey Logano car that I own because this is the car that he ran at this year's Daytona 500, and all the colors just blending together is just so nice to see. It's a shame that he wasn't able to finish with it. So Bristol Cindric is again another Austin Cindric Xfinity car that he probably ran at Bristol, I'm guessing. And as you can see, it just has a Bristol on the hood. Joey Log, this is a reference to Joey Logano's original schemes because they used to have these spikes going through the 22 instead of what they are now, so these ones looked pretty nice back then. And this one took me a long time to get. I had to trade someone for it. Lucky Logano is the schemes that Joey Logano runs at every Las Vegas race. Well, not every, but you'll usually see him running this at Las Vegas races, and usually when he runs this car at Las Vegas, he'll win in it, which is why I knew I had to own it. The only weird thing about this car is how it doesn't have like a sponsor on the quarter panel. Probably something stupid. Then we have Joey Stewart. I've never seen this car run in real life, but you can't really see it from here. But the trunk lid says Heritage is everything, so I'm guessing this was some kind of throwback scheme run at Darlington a bunch of long ago. Ethan Griffin, this one isn't a Joey Logano scheme, but it does have the Joey Logano number. For those of you who don't know, this used to be the green 24 cars that is given to you when you start the game. This is what it used to look like back when RoStock racing was started. And so yeah, they're just letting you buy it now if you want, and it's advertising their wiki page, and they do have one. So Jesse Horizon, this one is kind of controversial because Team Penske had a falling out with NASCAR after they used Verizon schemes. But the last time Joey Logano ran this scheme, I think, was at Pocono. I'm not sure. Either way, the blend of red and black is nice, both of them meeting in the middle. However, it just does feel quite bland. Joey Revision is obviously a scheme that he ran at Darlington, and I think I remember seeing this once. It's a throwback to that 116 car, I think. Either way, this is the first Joey Logano scheme I owned in RoStock Racing, and if you click oldest on my YouTube Shorts page, you'll see me using the scheme a lot, and like a lot. Dirt Logano is actually a pretty rare car. It's not showing here for some reason. That you can actually get from entering the code slicedbread8381. I'm not sure if that's the actual one, so try it. And if it's not right, you can click on my posts and just keep scrolling until you find it. It's somewhere there. Almendinger testing. So this is obviously a test cut, just like the Brad Keselowski one. You might have seen me use this in the lap around Battles clip video. Rover Logano is basically the 2024 Logano scheme, except it has a pink window net. I'm not sure why people use pink window nets at the Charlotte Roval. If anyone knows, please comment. Not that any of you will. Joey Logano, this is apparently supposed to be some kind of throwback. This is again one of the ugliest Joey Logano schemes I've seen, because it's like they just slapped on a bunch of stuff and quit. I mean, the stripes are nice, but there's not really much commitment, and again, the number on the side is way too small. Log Logano is another throwback, and it has the no place at the side. I'm not allowed to say that, but the circle surrounded the 22 was pretty cool. And Joey Logano 2025 is just the 2025 version of the scheme, and it is once again really impressive. Pennzoil actually cooked with this, and Shell, of course, we can't forget about Shell. Jolly Logano was I got during the Christmas event of last year. This one so during the Christmas event, you had to unlock cars by collecting presents that were on track. But you needed like 69 presents to get this one, and there was one present at every track. So in the end, just a few days before the Christmas event ended, I traded with one of my friends for this car who didn't really want it. And that is the end of all my Team Penske schemes. So I know you're probably thinking I should keep scrolling to see if there's any other Team Penske schemes that just aren't number 2, but doing that would probably take too long. So thank you all for watching this. Not that any of you will. And make sure you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, comment. We're so close to 500, so that'll be all for me. Peace.